You had a chance. You had multiple chances. You threw them all away. Now you sit there, broke, complaining about life, while the winners, the men who took action, are sitting in luxury, watching the sunset from their penthouses, sipping champagne while you're still struggling to pay your rent. You have no one to blame but yourself. For years, people like me have been screaming at you. Make money, take control. Stop wasting time. And what did you do? You scrolled through social media, played video games, watched Netflix. You sat around waiting for someone to save you, instead of saving yourself. Opportunity was in front of you, staring you dead in the face, and you ignored it. How many times have I told you? How many times have I said, get to work, build something, create wealth, escape the system? You nodded your head, agreed, and then went right back to doing nothing. You let laziness, fear, and excuses dictate your life. And now you're wondering why you're still broke, still stuck, still irrelevant. The world doesn't care about your excuses. No one is coming to save you. The government, your boss, your friends, they're just as lost as you. It's on you to take action. And every single day you waste is another day you fall behind the winners, the people who actually did something with their lives. You saw the trends. You knew Bitcoin was rising. You knew businesses were moving online. You knew people were making millions through social media, crypto, e-commerce. And what did you do? Nothing. You sat there while others were working. You watched as the world changed and you stayed the same. The guys who took action are free, living life on their terms. You're trapped, chained to a mediocre existence because you were too lazy to take what was yours. Do you know what separates the rich from the poor? Decisions, that's it. It's not luck, it's not magic, it's choices. Every day you wake up with two options: work towards your future or waste another 24 hours. And guess what? Most of you pick the second option. Then you cry about it. Let me tell you something. Success is not for the weak. If you don't have the drive, the discipline, the fire to chase greatness, then you don't deserve to win. If you're sitting there, comfortable in your mediocrity, watching others succeed and making excuses, then you deserve exactly what you have, nothing. But here's the truth. It's not too late. The opportunities are still there, but they won't wait forever. If you don't start now, right now, in 2 years, you'll be in the same place, broke, regretful, watching others live the life you wanted. And at that point, you'll have no one to blame but yourself. You had the chance, you had years, you had the internet, unlimited knowledge at your fingertips, and yet you still chose to be lazy. You still chose to waste time. And now, here you are, broke, struggling, watching others win while you sit there making excuses. Financial security isn't luck. It's not magic. It's not reserved for the special few. It's for the men who wake up every single day and attack life with ruthless aggression. The men who understand that every wasted second is a second closer to failure. The past few years were the perfect time to build wealth. I told you. I screamed it. I made it so simple that even the dumbest of you could understand. Bitcoin, online businesses, high-income skills. Work every single day like your life depends on it. Because it does. But you didn't listen. And now, what? You look at your bank account with regret? You see your mother struggling, still working, when she should be resting? You see your family trapped in financial stress, and you wonder what you could have done differently? Let me tell you exactly what. You could have worked harder. But let me tell you something. You still have a chance. Time is running out, but you're not dead yet. You can still change the outcome. You can still get up, take control, and build the future you should have built years ago. Start now. Make money. Stack cash. Secure yourself so that no matter what happens in the world, you and your family are untouchable. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment, there is only now. 10 years from now, you'll look back at this moment and hate yourself for wasting another chance. The brutal truth is, most of you aren't failing because you don't know what to do. You're failing because you're too weak to do it. You sit there scrolling, wasting time, making excuses, pretending like you're confused. I don't know where to start. Shut up. You know exactly where to start. You just don't have the balls to take action. The internet is flooded with opportunities. You can make money online, build a business, get in shape, become better, stronger, richer, yet you do nothing. You think watching motivational videos will save you? You think waiting for the right time will change your life? The truth is, you don't lack knowledge, you lack the discipline to apply it. You have the same 24 hours as billionaires, but what do you do with them? You wake up late, scroll through social media, play video games, waste hours watching Netflix, and then you wonder why your life is pathetic. You wonder why you're broke. You wonder why you have no power. You think success is for the lucky, but success belongs to those who wake up every day and grind for it. Let me ask you something. What's stopping you? Not society, not the government, not your parents. It's you, your laziness, your comfort. You don't want to suffer, you don't want to struggle. That's why you fail. Because deep down, you fear hard work. You fear rejection. You fear the pain of discipline more than the pain of regret. And that's why you will stay exactly where you are. Real winners don't need motivation. They just do what needs to be done. They don't cry about their problems. They solve them. They don't wait for inspiration. They create it. That's why they win. And you don't. If you're sick of losing, do something about it. Stop waiting. Start working. Wake up early. Stop wasting time. Learn new skills. Make money. Fix your life. Because if you don't, I guarantee in 5 years you'll be in the same miserable position, still making the same excuses, still looking for motivation. You either take control of your life or life controls you. Choose. But understand this, nobody is coming to save you. It's all on you. And if you fail, you only have yourself to blame. You ever notice how people only wake up when it's too late? Like a driver who speeds on ice, slides out of control, and only after smashing into a tree does he finally realize, maybe I should have slowed down. But by then his leg is gone, his car is wrecked, and his life is changed forever. That's how most of you live. You don't listen when you should. You don't act when the time is right. You ignore every warning sign, every opportunity, every piece of advice, and when reality finally smashes you in the face, when you're broke, when you're stuck in a dead-end job, when you're 40 with nothing to your name, that's when you start asking what went wrong. I'll tell you what went wrong. You went wrong. Success isn't some magical event. It's not luck. It's a series of choices, repeated every single day. But you, like the idiot speeding on ice, ignored every single turn that could have saved you. You didn't put in the work when you had the chance. You didn't take risks when you had the time. And now you sit there, whining, regretting, wishing you could go back. You don't get to go back. Life doesn't give second chances. You don't get a rewind button. When you crash, you deal with the damage. And the worst part? You knew what you had to do. You knew that working hard, making money, and being disciplined was the way to win. But you chose to ignore it. You chose Netflix over work. You chose laziness over action. You chose excuses over results. And now, you want help. Now when the damage is done, you're desperate for advice. But I don't feel sorry for you. I warned you. I told you. And you didn't listen. But maybe, just maybe, you have one last chance. Maybe you're not completely broken yet. Maybe if you wake up right now, you can still change course. Because let me tell you something. The next crash will be worse. If you think regret hurts now, wait until you're 60, still broke, still weak, still wondering what if. The time is now. Wake up, take action, or crash and burn like every other failure who refused to listen. There are two kinds of people in this world, winners and losers. That's it. There's no in between. You either wake up every day, take action, and dominate, or you sit around, make excuses, and watch the world pass you by. Winners and losers. Nothing else. Winners take control. They wake up with purpose. They don't waste time scrolling, complaining, or waiting for motivation to magically appear. They force themselves to do what needs to be done. Winners don't need inspiration. They create it. They don't ask for permission. They take what's theirs. Every successful man you admire, every billionaire, every champion, every leader has one thing in common. They took action when others hesitated. Losers, on the other hand, live in a perpetual state of hesitation. They overthink. They wait for the perfect moment. They tell themselves they'll start tomorrow, next week, next year. And guess what? They never start. Losers blame their circumstances. Oh, I don't have the right resources. Oh, I wasn't born into money. Oh, it's too hard. Shut up. Winners don't care about circumstances. Winners don't care about difficulty. Winners take what they have and turn it into something. Losers take what they have and waste it. You think you want success? You think you want wealth? Then prove it. If you go to bed every night broke and sleep peacefully, you don't want success. If you wake up and waste hours on distractions, you don't want success. Winners can't sleep knowing they could be doing more. Winners are restless until they achieve what they set out to do. Winners attack life with urgency because they know time is running out. So which are you? Are you a winner, someone who takes control of their destiny and makes things happen? Or are you a loser, sitting there waiting for life to hand you something? The world owes you nothing. Success is reserved for those who demand it. Fight for it, bleed for it. You either take action now or you remain a nobody forever. I don't like repeating myself, but some of you need to hear this one more time. You sit there broke, complaining about life, whining about how unfair the system is, while winners like me are out here stacking wealth. You tell yourself success is hard. You tell yourself making money is complicated. But let me break something down for you. Right now, we're living in the easiest time in human history to get rich. Making money isn't a gamble. It's not some uncertain challenge where you roll the dice and pray for the best. No, this is guaranteed success if you actually put in the work. Bitcoin is sitting right in front of you, a golden ticket to financial freedom, and you still refuse to act. I've been telling you for years, get money, save money, put it into Bitcoin. But you don't listen. You watch Netflix, You play video games, you scroll on social media like a zombie, consuming content for men like me instead of becoming a man like me. And now as Bitcoin skyrockets, you cry about missing out. Why didn't you buy when I told you to? Because you're lazy, because you're scared, because you'd rather make excuses than take action. Do you even understand the opportunity in front of you? Bitcoin isn't just another investment. It's a paradigm shift. The banks don't want you to have it. The government doesn't want you to have it. But the reality is, those who take it seriously win. It's already been proven. People who put money in when it was dirt cheap are now millionaires. And guess what? The opportunity isn't over, but the window is closing. So what's stopping you? It's not the lack of opportunity. It's not the lack of money. It's your mindset. You keep looking for motivation when what you really need is discipline. You need to work, save, and invest. I'm not here to coddle you. I'm here to tell you the truth. If you don't take action now, you will be poor forever. Winners act, losers hesitate, and the world does not reward hesitation. Bitcoin is going up. The market is shifting. The future is being built in front of your eyes. Are you going to be the guy who took advantage or the guy who sits back and regrets it forever? The choice is yours. Act now or stay broke. If you're not where you want to be in life, there's a reason for it. And no, it's not bad luck. It's not the system. And it's not because someone else had an easier path. It's because at some point you refuse to reflect on your mistakes. Winners analyze their failures, learn from them, and adjust. Losers, they keep making the same errors, blaming everything but themselves. How many times have you failed and just moved on without a second thought? You tried something, it didn't work, and instead of figuring out why, you just quit. You didn't sit down and ask yourself, what could I have done better? What mistake did I make? No, you just let failure define you. Instead of using it to refine you, every single successful man on this planet is obsessed with self-improvement. You think I got here by ignoring my losses? No, I studied them. Every time I failed, I dissected the situation like a scientist. What did I do wrong? How do I fix it? How do I make sure it never happens again? That's the difference between me and you. When I fail, I use it as fuel. When you fail, you use it as an excuse. You say, oh, I tried making money online, but it didn't work. Well, why didn't it work? What did you do wrong? Did you study harder? Did you adjust your strategy? Or did you just cry and quit? If you aren't brutally honest with yourself about your failures, you will never win. Think about the last 2 years. Where has your time gone? Have you spent it grinding, learning, building? Or have you wasted it scrolling, playing games, and making excuses? Because every single hour you've wasted is a nail in the coffin of your own success. Real men reflect. Real men improve. If you're broke, if you're failing, if you're stuck in the same cycle, it's your fault. And that's good news, because it means you have the power to change it. But only if you're willing to be honest with yourself. So I challenge you tonight before you go to bed, sit down and analyze your last 12 months. What have you done wrong? Where have you been lazy? Where have you been weak? Then fix it. Winners reflect, losers repeat. Which one are you? No more excuses, no more crying, no more whining, no more sitting around blaming the world for your failures. It's done. It's over. The time for excuses is dead. The only thing left is action. Every single day I hear the same nonsense. I'm too tired. I don't know where to start. I tried, but it's hard. Shut up. You think the world cares? You think your future self is going to sit back in 10 years and say, I'm so glad I did nothing because it was difficult. You're going to wake up, look in the mirror and realize you wasted your entire existence making excuses. You had time, you had opportunities, you ignored them all. Instead, you scrolled through social media, played video games, watched TV, and now you're standing there broke, unhealthy, and miserable, wondering why. I'll tell you why. Because you refused to act. The harsh truth? No one is coming to save you. No government, no friend, no mentor is going to do the work for you. It's you against the world. The only person who can pull you out of mediocrity is you. And if you don't do it, you deserve to stay exactly where you are. Look at the successful men around you. You think they got there by accident? You think they just woke up one day, rich, strong, powerful? No. They fought. They worked when others slept. They sacrificed fun for greatness. They embraced discomfort. They knew the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. If you're not where you want to be, it's your fault. Not your parents, not your teachers, not society. Yours. Because right now you have access to the greatest tool in history, the internet. You can learn anything. You can build something from nothing. You can create wealth, build a body of steel, and master your mind. But you won't. Why? Because you're addicted to comfort. and comfort is the killer of greatness. So here's the deal. Change or stay the same. But don't come crying to me when your life is a disaster, because you refuse to get up and do something about it. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. The perfect time was yesterday. The second best time is right now. You need to wake up every single day with one goal: win. Win at everything. Win at making money, win at your health, win at your discipline. Start now, because time isn't slowing down. Your excuses aren't valid. Your feelings don't matter. Results do. You think successful people sit around talking about how tired they are. No, they do the work. You can either be the man who tells his story of how he fought and won, or you can be the man who spends his life explaining why he never tried. Choose, because the only thing separating you from the life you want is your own weakness. There's a simple truth about life that most people ignore, and it's this: survival of the fittest. It's Darwinism. Only the strongest, the hardest working, the smartest, and the most determined will survive. Everyone else will fall behind. That's the reality. No amount of whining, complaining, or excuses will change that. The world is unforgiving. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your struggles. Life doesn't hand out participation trophies. You don't get rewarded for showing up. You get rewarded for showing up and dominating. You get rewarded for putting in the effort day after day when nobody's watching, when it's uncomfortable, when it's hard. But here's the kicker. The vast majority of people don't do that. They show up. They go through the motions, put in just enough to get by. They tell themselves, I'm doing my best, but deep down, they know they're not. They're slacking, they're lazy. And guess what? The world doesn't reward laziness. You see, there's a group of people who understand this principle. They understand the law of the jungle, the rule of the fittest. They understand that hard work, sacrifice, and relentless pursuit of success are the only things that matter. And those are the people who rise above the rest. Those are the people who create empires, build wealth, and achieve greatness. They push through pain, they fight through adversity, and they never back down. They know that in the end, the winners are the ones who outwork, outlast, and outsmart everyone else. But most of you are trapped. Trapped in a cycle of mediocrity. Trapped in a life of excuses and comfort. You waste your time, your energy, and your potential on things that don't matter. You scroll through social media, you watch TV, you drown in distractions, while the real winners are out there making moves. And you know what? You'll never catch up. Not unless you wake up and realize that the world doesn't owe you anything. If you want success, you have to earn it. You have to go out there and take it. Nobody's gonna hand you anything. There's no magic shortcut, no secret formula, no easy way out. The winners didn't get there by waiting for someone to save them. They didn't get there by sitting around and hoping for a miracle. They got there by working harder than anyone else, by pushing past their limits, by refusing to quit. This is Darwinism. The strong survive. The weak fade away. And I'm not talking about physical strength alone. I'm talking about mental strength. The strength to rise every single day and grind. The strength to sacrifice what's comfortable for what's necessary. The strength to get up when you fall, to keep moving when everyone else is quitting. So what's your choice? Do you want to be the one who complains about how unfair life is? Or do you want to be the one who stands at the top and says, I earned this? Because in the end, the world doesn't care about your excuses. The world only cares about results. Survival of the fittest. Only the ones who fight and never give up deserve to win. Are you strong enough to survive? Time's ticking.